I'd like to thank Steve and Kim for raising such a wonderful young woman and turning her over to Paul. I don't know what could possibly go wrong here.
All right, everyone. Our next speaker is a real sandbagger. This man claims he's a 5 handicap, but when we played golf a couple weeks ago, I think he shot 3 under. I lost $1,000 that day. And honey, I know this is your first time hearing this, but Mark, please come up and say your speech.
Thank you. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for the money. Good evening, and everyone, welcome to a wonderful night of 2 families coming together, of breaking bread, drinking wine, and smashing some glasses. That's what the Greeks do, right? No, it was the plates I was told they smashed. I'd like to start off with the most important today, my first and only sister. You looked absolutely stunning today, and you put together a magical day. I know my parents were up here, but I'd like to take this time to welcome you to our family. You've been a great addition to us, and you fit in like a glove. I couldn't be more proud to have a sister like you. Paul, what the hell took so long? I've never really thought of having a sister growing up because my mom always told us that having Paul and I was more than enough. And that she had her hands full. But I think it's been the greatest gift to her having you and Catherine around, taking us off my mom's hands the last few years. Tonight isn't your night. We're here for you guys. But just remember, when the candles go out and the dresses go away and all that, it's the people that are surrounded sitting in this room that are going to be here forever. These are going to be the people that you're here telling the stories for the rest of your lives with. These are the people that you've told the stories, from you're 3, 4, 5 years old to get you to where you are today. So never lose sight of the people you have in this room tonight. It's an incredible group of people. I'd like to thank Steve and Kim for raising such a wonderful young woman and turning her over to Paul. I don't know what could possibly go wrong here. Paul, by the way, the other night at the rehearsal, Steve put me to a test. He asked me a question that every father of a woman loves asking. How many times a week do you golf? Paul, we got clearance for 2 rounds a week. Before I get into trouble, we should probably stay on topic and talk about the guy who's paying me to be up here. Paul, my brother, my best friend, my teammate, my classmate, my coworker, my mentor, my role model. You've been it all from day one. You've been setting the bar for me to chase. From when we were 5 years old playing hockey on the street or using our front yard as a driving range. We used to tee off from our front yard. We had a soccer field and then a school. When we first started, I was just trying to get it over the soccer field. There's a hill there. And Paul and some of the older guys, they were able to hit the school, and I wanted to hit the school. Well, I kept working really hard at it, and one day I was able to hit the school, and I was actually able to accurately hit the school, and I hit the window and broke it, and the custodian was at the house talking to my mom 5 minutes later as we ran away. Over the years, it hasn't always been a smooth sailing. I think I stopped talking to you a few times here and there, but it was never my fault. Being a brother means that you have to push and challenge each other. I think far too often we took the pushing and challenging a little too far. Like, that one summer hockey day we got home, I think Abby was with us. The pushing and shoving got to a little bit of the extremes, and Mom's on the front window banging on the glass, and Dad and Abby are standing in the driveway as me and Paul are throwing haymakers at each other in the front yard. And then like 5 minutes later, we were loading the car to go golfing there. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up for us there. Our journeys have taken us around the world on an amazing adventure. Every time you set the bar with a new achievement, I've been there cheering you on, proud as could be, and thinking, how do I get there? From your first junior hockey games in North York, to your first game at Niagara, to your first game in the AHL, I've been there cheering you on, proud of you, thinking, how do I get there, just like him. Facebook gives you these weird reminders of really stupid shit you did back in the day. This day back in 20 whatever. Yesterday I had one of those pop up for me with Shred. It was August 24th, 2012. Wishing my brother safe travels to Italy. Good luck over there. Come back sometime, please. I'm gonna miss you. A year later, he thought it was a good idea to bring me over there to play with them and room with Benty. That bathtub was more occupied than the couch, buddy. Paul, you've been there for me through good times and some not so good times. You've picked me up and you've pushed me when I needed it. We've had an incredible life together and probably pushed the limits a little more than we should have, and Mom would agree with that. But testing the boundaries is what we've been doing together since I was in diapers and you were pulling me out of the crib, or you were 4 years old driving around the subdivision. Mom had no idea where you were. But that's what we did. We stuck together and we pushed the limits. I'd like to finish with one last message I sent Big Chief the other day. He's an amazing brother and I'm proud of him. Thanks a lot, buddy.